Hi everyone, it's Chrissie and welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the first video of 2021. And as you can see, this video is going to be a little bit different. So as you can see, we're clearly not in The Sims, like at all. We're actually in Planet Zoo. Now, I'm not going to be actually playing the game, like doing anything in this. We're not going to be playing the career mode or anything like that. But I'm going to be giving you guys a tour of my Sandbox Zoo. So, my Sandbox Zoo, as I have it at, like, the way I have it at the moment, it's not done. It's not anywhere near done. But I've put about 75-ish hours into the game already. And all of those hours basically, apart from maybe like the first 3 where I played through the tutorial, all of that has been spent on this zoo. So this is Whippersnaps Zoo, and yes, I can't even say my own zoo name. And yes, it's probably the most random name ever. But yeah, that's our zoo, and as you can see, we're currently in the like entry area of the zoo. So this is the first thing that you see when you come into the zoo. So this is obviously the entrance. You come in, you see the big welcome sign, and most of the stuff that you're going to see are things that I either built myself or things that are like already in-game items or buildings that I changed up or that I just, placed down or maybe changed up a little or something like that. But yeah, I'm gonna pause the game because hearing all of the people's voices and stuff is really irritating to me. I usually play this zoo mostly on pause, if I'm being completely honest, because my Sandbox Zoo, I'm basically just building. I'm kind of just using it as somewhere to go crazy and to build lots of different habitats and areas and stuff like that to just play around with the creative aspect of the game. So if you don't know what Planet Zoo is, basically Planet Zoo is a zoo simulator game. Planet Zoo is basically a game where you can run and manage and build your own zoos. So yes, I know not everyone is super into the idea of having zoos in the first place, but Planet Zoo actually puts a heavy focus on the conservation aspect of it. So it actually teaches you about the animals and about their natural habitats, and it tries to make it as pleasant as possible for the animals. And like I said, it puts a heavy focus on the conservation aspect of it, of protecting animals, learning about them, everything like that. So that's something that I really love. And yeah, it's a really fun game. It's super customizable. So there's like career modes and franchise mode, and currently I'm playing, like I said, in sandbox mode, where basically you kind of have unlimited funds. You have everything is available, you have everything unlocked and everything like that. So that's why I like playing in sandbox mode, like I said, just because I love building. So first off, when you come into the zoo, you walk into the more modern, newer kind of, I thought maybe this has recently been updated kind of area. So you walk in, you have your your open plaza area with a bunch of food stores, a bunch of souvenir shops and the info booths and everything like that. I'm sorry if my camera work is a little bit janky. I'm not really used to the Planet Zoo camera, and yeah, it's a little bit more sensitive than the Sims one is. But yeah, so when you come in, you have, like I said, your more modern area. You also have a few exhibits that I have set up. So in this one, we have some iguanas, we have some turtles, and on the other side, we have some, I believe these are like boa constrictors or something, or maybe, no, these are the anacondas. And then we have, I think, some like poison frogs or something, some yellow poison frogs. And then at the back of these these exhibits, we have our peacocks. So we have our Indian peafowl is their technical, like, proper name. So yeah, we have these guys over there. And then going back to the front of the zoo, I actually forgot to show you this, but we have our koalas. These are the first animals that you see when you come into the zoo. So yeah, we have our koalas over there. And then back here we have our llamas. So the llamas actually have a walkthrough exhibit, so the guests can actually walk through the exhibit, or like through the habitat, sorry. They can walk through it and kind of just look at them up close. I also have another walkthrough habitat with the capuchin monkeys and the giant anteaters. So yeah, you can see a bunch of them like running around. I don't know where all of the monkeys are, but you can hear them. Yeah, here they are. They're eating, apparently, and they're very loud. But yeah, next to the monkeys, or kind of like across from the monkeys, we have our dwarf caiman. I don't know I can't remember, like, I think they're dwarf caiman something or other. But anyway, we have, like, they're basically miniature alligators, basically. That's kind of what they are. And then next to them, we have aardvarks. So we have just 3 little aardvarks in this enclosure. So yeah, that's basically the whole, like, modern area of the zoo. That spans basically this whole area. And then over there we just have some staff buildings and everything like that for the staff to get around and to actually just do what they need to do. Now over here we have another area, and the way I'm kind of organizing my zoo, I don't really have them split up into continents, the different habitats. I kind of have them split up into biomes. So the, like, more modern area is kind of just temperate, some tropical, but mostly just, yeah, kind of just green, basically. Temperate, tropical, not too overgrown type of thing. Then we have the tropical area. So this is where I basically just have habitats that require very tropical plants. So a lot of, like, water-based animals. So over here in this front one, we have the greater flamingos. Here we have the charial. I'm not saying their name correctly, but yeah, they're charial. I don't know how to say it, but basically they're from Asia. And yeah, they're from Asia, and they're basically like not giant crocodiles, but they're basically crocodiles, and they're from Asia. So yeah, I'm not going to say any of their names correctly, probably. But yeah, they look like this. They're very cute. I love them. So yeah, there's a bunch of them in this habitat, because there's a few males, few females, and then a bunch of babies. And then back here, we have our saltwater crocodiles in this habitat. And then we have some Nile monitors in this one, which is, I love this. We have a totally different name for these where I'm from. We have a Afrikaans name that we call them. And yeah, I've actually seen some of these, like, in the wild around where we used to live. So that was really, really cool seeing them in the game. And then we just have another cute little, like, small food area with just 3 stores and some toilets and everything like that. And then we have some bongos over here. So yeah, I don't know if you'd call these like antelope or deer or whatever they technically be classed as, but yeah, they're called bongos. We have some of them over there. And then we have two primate habitats already, but I also have some big Galapagos turtles. Currently we just have one grown-up one and then a bunch of babies. But yeah, we have some Galapagos turtles over there. And then over here, these habitats are actually ones that I loved. I loved building them. I'm having so much fun just building, like I said, and just going crazy with landscaping and stuff. But yeah, over here we have mandrills, which are basically, they're these really weird looking primates, I think you'd call them. They're not monkeys, but yeah, they're kind of angry looking, if I'm being completely honest, but I love them. I love the way they look. So yeah, we have a bunch of them in this habitat. And then next to them, in this one with like the really, really tall walls, we actually have some chimps, some chimpanzees in this one. And they've all had babies and stuff. So yeah, we have some chimpanzees in this habitat. And yes, they do climb everything and they're actually kind of cute. I love them. But yeah, we have some chimpanzees over here. And then that's basically the whole tropical area as it is right now. I'm considering actually just expanding on it more that way. But yeah, that's the way I have it right now. Now, the next area I want to show you is the biggest area in the zoo so far. So the next area is our African area. And I'm saying African, but there's a bunch of African animals in some of the other parts of the zoo as well already. But in my mind, the African part of the zoo is more like grassland and, you know, grassland, desert, stuff like that. So animals that are, you know, indigenous to those kind of biomes. So yeah, we have this gigantic exhibit, or like I keep saying exhibit, I mean habitat, but anyway, we have this huge habitat right at the center of it. So basically everywhere from where my mouse is now to this side, this whole thing, you can kind of see like the barrier of it. But that whole thing is one habitat. So in this habitat, we have a bunch of different animals that can all coexist together. So we have black wildebeest and African buffalo. We have sable antelope, springbok, common like ostriches, warthogs. I believe, yeah, I also have giraffes and zebras in here as well. So it's like 6 or 7 different animals just in this one habitat. And I love this. It's really, really big. And a lot of the time, a lot of the animals in here, especially the springbok, tend to get very stressed out because of all the people that are like walking across it. So that probably wasn't the best like design choice on my part when I built it, but I didn't know that they were going to get so freaked out all the time. But there's plenty of places for them to hide if they would just like go there, so I'm not too worried about it. But yeah, we have the big exhibit, like the big mixed animal exhibit. And then over here, when you cross the little like, I guess like the little walkway type thing, you come to the African food court area. And I actually built this whole thing myself with a bunch of like in-game things. I actually put everything together and I'm really, really proud of how this turned out. But yeah, we have the African food court area with a bunch of like drink stalls and food and toilets and all of that like normal stuff that you would have. Through this way, right around the back, we have just some staff stuff. So like staff buildings, quarantine, vets, keeper huts, all of those kind of things. And then I also have 4 different habitats or like exhibits for like exhibit animals that are indigenous to Africa. So we have the rattlesnakes over here. I think they're the rattlesnakes. I think they're rattlesnakes. I probably should check on that. No, it's the puff adders. What am I saying? Yeah, puff adders. We have those over there. We have giant Goliath frogs, which are actually the ones that are chilling over there. They're very, very big. Yeah, we have big frogs. I had some Goliath beetles in this one, but I didn't have like I don't think I had all of them on like birth control, so they didn't reproduce, and they actually ended up all dying out. So yeah, my bad. But there's supposed to be Goliath beetles in there. And then in here we have some Goliath snails. So like really, really big snails. Not super exciting, but I wanted all of the African exhibit animals like in one place. And then let's go to the right first. Let's start at the right. So if you go across this way, you can actually walk across both of these 2 habitats, which is really cool. because it provides a better view of the animals. Because these habitats are all so big, a lot of the African animals require very big habitats. So yeah, a lot of these habitats are like super big, so having the like walkways across them is really useful to kind of have more people be able to see more of the habitats and more of the animals. So yeah, my zoo doesn't have a lot of people around this way because I have the like, I guess like guest cap or whatever on, so there's never more than I think 6,000 guests in my zoo at one point, just because it makes it easier on my computer to like run the game. But anyway, so in this habitat we have some gemsbok. So I'm saying that really weirdly because I'm speaking English obviously, but the name is actually Afrikaans, so I'm trying to say the name the way I would usually say it. But yeah, I don't know, it's weird. But we have gemsbok. Gemsbok. Yeah, that's how you say it in Afrikaans, kind of. But yeah, I don't know, my accent goes really weird whenever I speak English and then I try to say something in Afrikaans, like in the middle of it. So yeah, apologies. But yeah, we have the gemsbok. We have, next to them, we have a really big wild dog exhibit. And I actually love these guys. They're so cute. Here's one of them. They're sleeping. And something really funny, well not funny, but like really interesting that I found out through reading a lot of like the Zoopedia stuff for all of these animals, is that wild dogs, African wild dogs, actually, they usually have packs of up to like 27 different males, but only like 9 females. And all of the males in a like pack are usually related, because only the alpha male and the alpha female are allowed to breed, or not allowed to breed, but for some reason they only breed, like only the alpha male and female breed in the pack, so the other pack members never have any of their own like offspring or anything, but they'll all help to raise the offspring of the alpha couple. So that's really interesting, and that's one of the things that I never would have known if I hadn't bought this game and like checked out the Zoopedia to like learn more about the animals. So that's something that I really like, is that you can actually learn like real facts and things about the animals in the game, which I really like. I love that they've added that. But yeah, so this is like the whole like African wild dog exhibit, and not exhibit, habitat. I keep saying exhibit. What's wrong with me? But yeah, we have their shelter over here, and like I said, this is just one big like staff thing back here, because I have all of like the African habitats hooked up to this like staff area. Over here, next to the exhibits, we actually have our lions, and yeah, we have our lion habitat over here. I'm just trying to find some of them. Here's one of their like babies. There's a bunch of babies in here, but yeah, they actually have some climbing space. They don't need climbing space, but I thought it would be fun to like put some of their enrichment items up here. But yeah, we have a bunch of lions. There's their little like shelter bit, and I'm trying to find where's the like alpha, not the alpha, but like the pack leader. I don't know, did he die? I would cry if he died. Like, let me just like check this out, because if he's dead, I'm going to be really sad. Oh no, he died. Oh, Hondo died. Yeah, my male like lion was called Hondo, and he died. He was an elder though, so I've had him since like since when I started building the lion habitat, so that was a while ago. But oh, now I'm gonna have to get a new one. Oh, that's sad. Okay, yeah, I'm legitimately like sad about that right now. I kind of like form attachment to all of these animals, so that's why I like playing on pause, because they don't age when you play with the game paused. So that's good, so they don't die out, because they can die. They can die from like disease and just being old as well. So Yeah, that's really, really sad. But okay, so yeah, that's something I'm gonna have to fix. But moving on, the last two African habitats that I have to show you is actually the biggest ones. These two are the biggest like single animal habitats that I've built. And okay, they're actually not the last two habitats, but they're the last two African habitats. And these are actually for the African elephants. And I have these split up into two separate habitats because I have the males set up in one. And yes, they're very loud. You can probably hear them. I don't know if you can, but they're very loud in my ears right now. But yeah, I have them split into males and females because you can have bigger herd sizes this way if you like separate them that way. So yeah, we have some full-grown males and a few like little babies. So yeah, that's really, really cute. And then over here we have the female. If I can get this camera to cooperate with me. Over here we have the female elephants. So yeah, a bunch of females like grown-ups and a bunch of babies as well. So whenever I have these two set up kind of as a conservation project. So whenever I want to breed with the elephants to release them back into the wild eventually, I'll move one of the male elephants into the female habitat, and once they've done their breeding, I'll move them back and like swap them out that way. That's just an easier way to get them to breed and to kind of control like the breeding pool, like the genetics pool, so that they don't inbreed or anything like that. So yeah, that's the whole African habitat or like African area. As you can see, it's like, I don't know, like 70% or like 80% of the zoo so far is like just the African animals, and I'm not even done with that part of the zoo yet. But as you can see, something totally off topic, but as you can see, I have started a new area. I actually started a more like alpine tundra kind of area. And yes, this is kind of decorated for Christmas, even though Christmas is long over. But this part of the zoo will constantly be decorated in Christmassy like decor because I like it. So yeah, we have kind of like Viking Nordic style buildings for this part of the zoo. And yeah, once you get into it, it's kind of bordered by this really big tree line. So over there, I'm going to show you that in just a second. But the tree line is kind of just a separation between like the more modern area and then just like the very like Nordic Viking alpine type of area. So yeah, we have like the food court like I do in all of the different parts of the zoo. We have a little food court with some toilets and shops and everything. And then we have one exhibit done in this part of the zoo. So we have the red pandas. Let me see if I can find one of them. I'm probably like totally overlooking them. And those capuchin monkeys are so damn loud. Jeez. They're so loud. That's also why I like playing on pause, because they just shut up if you play on pause. Okay, so I can't find the red pandas right now. They're probably somewhere in a tree or something. Let me see if I like click on this. Where are you? Saji? Where the hell? Okay, yeah, Saji and Tallulah. I actually named them myself. Where the hell is Tallulah? Hello? Like, okay, that's just... Sometimes they like phase into the rocks for some reason. They like kind of glitch into the rocks. But yeah, over here in the tree, as you can probably see, we have Saji. So yeah, he's just like chilling in the tree. That's great. Luckily, they can climb the trees, but they can't escape from the trees. So that's good. But yeah, so we have their habitat, and then we just have the like little food court area. We have a bunch of pathways going around them. Over here, I've started laying out the groundwork or like the barrier for some bears that I want to put in that area. I want to have 2 different species of bears in there. But then in this really big foresty type of area, I just have a little winding path. It's not super busy or anything because there's nothing on the other side of it yet. But we have a few shops and just a little winding pathway and like some more shops and some seating, and yeah, I have a bunch of like souvenirs and everything like that, and a toilet block at the end of it. Where am I? I'm in a tree. Okay, yeah, so that's basically like this whole winding pathway, and more people will actually use it once I've put stuff like on either side of it, so they have a reason to go that way. But yeah, that's basically the whole zoo, you guys. I mean, it's not, like I said, it's not done. It's nowhere near done. As you can see, I laid the groundwork for some more stuff to go up that way. I have a pathway leading that way that I'm going to expand on. And obviously the whole like Arctic tundra area needs to be done. And yeah, I mean, it's nowhere near done, but I love the way it's turned out so far. And I've been having so much fun just playing around with it. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it's something super different from what I normally do here on the channel. I normally don't do Planet Zoo videos. I've never done a Planet Zoo video. I've like never done anything on this channel other than Sims. So yeah, this is definitely a very big like departure from what I usually do. But I've told myself that in the new year, in this year, I do want to branch out content-wise a little bit. I'll probably just stick with The Sims and maybe some more management style things, more creative things like Planet Zoo and yeah, stuff like that. But I do want to try out some different content and, you know, just do like one-off videos here and there like this one. If you guys like it, that is. If you like this video, definitely give it a like. It will show me that, you know, you like this video, you want to see more stuff like this. And yeah, let me know what other, you know, kinds of Planet Zoo videos you'd like to see if you do want to see more stuff like this. So yeah, if you like this video, give it a like. And if you're new to the channel and this is for some reason the first video of mine that you found, welcome to the channel. I'm Chrissie. I mostly do Sims content. I mostly do like Sims 4 content, Sims 2 content, as well as some Sims 3 content. Usually speed builds, so very like creative type things. But yeah, if this is your first time on the channel and you'd like to see some more content, like I said, Sims content, some more Planet Zoo, if it's something you'd like to see, then feel free to hit the subscribe button and also turn on the notification bell to be notified of whenever I upload a new video. But like I said, I hope you're all having a great 2021 so far and that your 2021 has started off good. And yeah, let me know if you want to see more stuff like this, and I hope you're all having an absolutely amazing day, and I will talk to you on my very next video. Bye everyone.